Muscle memory. Anyway, as was just said, I'm Connor, the other Connor, the new one, the fresh young hip one the kids are talking about. As old Connor grows weaker, I only grow stronger. This is my first time performing.
Yeah!
Feel free to do that anytime you want, because I love attention and also have to fill a 10-minute set, so. I figured you guys might want to know a little about me, because why wouldn't you? I'm a sophomore. I use he, his pronouns. I'm a probable American Studies major. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, most notable for being a lyric in a Bruno Mars song. What else is for the past 2 years, I've been a vegetarian.
Woo!
I love vegetarianism. I love vegetarianism.
But I don't think I'm better than you because of it. I was before and still am. Confidence is sexy. So if you guys can't tell by now by my hand shaking, I'm a bit nervous, but I feel I hide it pretty well as a person. But I also thought I convinced my family I was straight for 19 years, so. Speaking of putting on unrealistic facades for public attention, has anybody ever seen Hannah Montana?
Yes!
All right. I specifically want to talk about this dumbass joke everybody with a Tumblr always makes. They're always like, oh, how did her friends and family not know who it was? She just wore a blonde wig with bangs. And my dumbass is sitting off to the side thinking about the time my mom got highlights and I thought it was a home invasion. The moment anybody makes a small change to their physical appearance, my mind just leaves out the back door like it's at a party the football team just showed back to. If you're on the football team, I'm sorry. Not about my joke, just in general. Anyway, back to the other thing. I'm literally so bad at recognizing people that sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't recognize who I see. It's funny because you're laughing with me. Anyway, speaking of my mental illness, I dissociate a lot. So it's never anything major. I'll just miss a few minor things, like the last few minutes of class, the month of October, my aunt's third wedding. That last one was a joke. My family doesn't invite me to weddings. But I'm always really, really interested in where my mind goes when I dissociate. Sometimes it's just the same song played over and over again. You know how it is. Sometimes it's childhood trauma. But I remember vividly this one time where I was just sitting there for an hour, imagining myself riding one of those half scooters that mall cops have. I don't know. But speaking of segues, does anybody like children? I work as a camp counselor at a summer camp because I hate myself slightly less than I like money. But some of the shit that these kids say is wild. One thing in particular is when they're like, oh, finders keepers, losers weepers, as an excuse to take other kids' shit. Every time I hear that, I'm like, calm down, you little imperialist. Yeah, it's times like that where I consider, is reproduction really worth it? I guess the world gets to stay populated by humans, but as I'm saying that, you're realizing that's not a positive. It's my firm belief that two of the only good things that humanity has ever produced is Rihanna.
Yeah.
And the film Matilda, written, starring, produced, and directed by Danny DeVito. Google it. I say it's time we let the dolphins take shit over. They have their shit figured out. They got a good language. They're friends with each other. They help other animals. Ignoring the weird fish masturbation thing. Again, Google it. But the dolphins wouldn't do the shit that we've done. You know, global warming, white boys in poli-sci classes. the fact that the Cha-Cha Slide still doesn't have a part 3, like, I just wish it would slide right back into my life. What else? So, yeah, that just about makes up my set. I'd like to remind everybody that if you like my set, I'm single, I'm ready to mingle. If you didn't like my set, I'm still single and have low standards. If you really feel strongly about it, then you can file a community concern form, and the administration's complete lack of response will really show me. But yeah, also I'll be signing autographs backstage after the show, and just a public service announcement. If you're sitting in the 1st through 3rd row and you see a black umbrella, it's mine. Can you please give it to me? I lost it. That one's not a joke. Next up is Seth.